Well, hello everyone. This is Adrian, and I am making a video today. I guess this is kind of a part 2. We're going to be doing Roblox raise mod maps. These videos, the first video obviously, if you've watched some specific Gary's Mod videos from a YouTuber called Logan on Earth, I like his videos, and I want to try and replicate them. Except with raise mod instead. So that's what we're doing today. I'm also probably going to be doing a lot more videos like this, in a way that I'm just kind of describing outside of the gameplay and not in the gameplay. In-game voice apparently is a lot worse when I'm recording my voice along with the recording of the gameplay. This just makes it easier. I might do other videos like that though, we'll just see, but for now this video is going to all be about Roblox and raise mod. I'm very excited to do this. We're obviously going to make this an episodic thing, maybe every week, and we're basically going to review a couple maps. I'm going to say like a row of maps, and I'm going to favorite every single one of them, so kind of like a checklist to make sure that I'm checking every single map. Obviously some maps I won't be able to do, just because for some reason my PS5 can't handle it, can't play it, it's too much. But anyways, yeah, let's get started into it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to point out right now, I have not ever played Volley Basics, and I've rarely watched it, but I still think this map is a pretty cool map. So with the signs here, there was a lot of signs specifically telling about how today's lesson is how to eat cheese. There was also other ones. They all had kind of vague things about it. And then there was this sign that we'll get to over here. Please do not use the tape. The music played on this tape will make Professor Bolly really confused. Obviously, that's a game mechanic. And then we have the soda machine with the restart refresh, kind of making it seem like there's some sort of maybe hypnosis going on. I don't know. I'm not too sure. Now I do in fact remember this part of the game. In the game there are these like notebooks on a table, and you have to like do like these math quizzes, and I believe you have to complete them to basically win the game or beat the game. And then also here's the cafeteria. The food here, I was so confused about the food. Like, what is the food? It's really hard to tell. The right option, like thing on the right, looks kind of like there's like a tiny little piece of like burger, and like the rest is wrapped in tinfoil, and then maybe like there's some spaghetti just spilled out on the tray with some sort of soda. Yeah, this I liked the vibe of this. There was like no serving area or anything. Please remember to recycle. Wait, go back, go freaking back. What? Please remember to recycle your food. How do you recycle your food? That's kind of odd. Is it not? It's kind of weird, kind of strange. I don't know. There's another sign here saying attention due to unknown reasons that have absolutely nothing to do with game design. School faculty cannot currently see through windows. Do I count as school faculty? Please understand. I don't think I've even seen any windows yet here. Oh, and is that a window right there? It's so odd. It looks like it's like made out of ruler almost. And it is in fact see-through, so I guess we are not considered faculty. And that man, honestly, that kind of looks, it's kind of sweet. It's like someone's partner decided to draw them in a little position, maybe where they're looking right at them. That was kind of cute. Whoa, what is that room? Anyways, let's check this one. Okay, this board is not English. Look at home store runner reference. Look a home store runner reference. What is a home store? Okay. No, that just doesn't make sense. I don't understand what a home store runner reference is. Also, the handwriting in this game is actually atrocious. I don't know if they got these boards from the game or if this was made by the person who made this map. Yeah. Anyways, let's check out that other room here, because I do want to, in fact, check it out. So, obviously, I think there's a lot of signs on descriptions. I do remember this character. Despite her poor eyesight, she always looking for a playtime let's play. Shy and tries to be avoided, doesn't like being looked at, gets jealous at people with more notebooks than him. Baldy, of course. Great teacher. Due to his incredible hearing abilities, he can not only tell where any sound came from, but who made it too. If I see anyone breaking the school rules, I'll make sure justice is served, tastes good, and fills my tummy. Okay. That's creepy. I wonder if this map is actually part of, like, maybe, you know, the actual game, or if this is just for this map, just to fill you in on information about the characters. I'm unsure. What do you do when the school open in 7 hours and you haven't hired a janitor? Hire a broom. It sweeps everything. I think. What do you do when the school open in? Yeah, no, that's not grammatically correct. Won first prize at the science fair. Loves hugging people, rushing towards anyone it sees. Sadly, it turns super slowly. Okay. And then there's this school rules. Oh, we don't care about the rules. We do not care about the rules at all. And then there's this, I think this is supposed to be either like a tape recorder or a tape player. I'm not sure. I'm not from that generation, so I don't exactly know what that is. And then we have It's a Bully. Here at Here School, we believe every good school needs a good bully. That's why we have this kid. Okay. Strange, but okay. Other than that, this was the only other thing I managed to find on the map. I think it's supposed to be some sort of layout of the school. It's a very odd layout, but yeah. Not much else on the map here. Now, there was one more thing I found on the map, and that's this random room in the middle of the school. It just says Maker. Not interactable with any physical objects, but it is obviously you can run into it and it will stop you. I don't really understand what this is. Also, I just want to shout out to this 25-cent phone. Just shout out to it. Alright. Anyways, that's really all for this map here. Honestly, I thought this map was cool. I love the skybox. I like the textures. And yeah, I think this Bali Basics map was a very good start to this series. Anyways, let's move on to the next one. Alright, so just to get this out of the way, I'm pretty sure this is just a track map. There's nothing else to it, it's just a track. And so I want to take this time for this map just alone. What are my plans? What exactly are my plans for the future of this channel, of what I'm going to be doing? And right now, I think right now I'm just going to be prioritizing Roblox videos-ish. I might post a few videos about Risk of Rain or Arc Raiders or Minecraft, because these games, you know, are pretty fun in my opinion. But right now I want to take a look at Ray's mod a bit, and I also want to take a look at. Oh, hold up. Yeah. So for some reason Zamboni glitched, but we're gonna retry that. I want to see how fast the Zamboni is, and it's gonna be pretty fast here. But yeah, no. I want to try out Roblox content, specifically Ray's mod. I might also try and just find like a whackload of like not just niche maps on Ray's mod, but niche Roblox games. Because I think those will be cool. Obviously, because of like how the fact that the rating system thing with like if it's not rated, it will be deleted. And so there was a mass deleting of untouched Roblox games, which is unfortunate. But I think there's still games being made now that are very niche, very hard to find, and that we can play some of those games. But yeah, no, this is a pretty fast Zamboni, not gonna lie, guys. And got myself stuck here. I got myself stuck here, unfortunately. Anyways, now I'm gonna spawn in the egg car. We're gonna pick the egg car here, and honestly, I just love the sound of this car, and I like the reflection that it reflects. I think it's this skybox or any skybox. Which, if we come across any other maps that have like raceways or anything like that, I will be trying to use this egg car because this it just sounds so good, it looks good. Favorite car, definitely. But yeah, no. Basically, other than Roblox, I do maybe want to like do like rant videos too. Just me having like gameplay from Roblox, Risk of Rain, Arc Raiders, any game. I'll just like kind of have it in the background like so many YouTubers before me, and I'll just kind of rant on maybe the game I'm playing or just a random topic about games. I do want to focus my channel obviously on games. I love games so much. They're so fun to play. Will I be covering classic games that are from my childhood? Potentially. I might do some gameplay of like my OG Sly Cooper. I don't know. Like, we'll just see. We'll kind of see what happens. But obviously I will do quite a few rant videos. Like I'm ranting right now. But yeah, no, so far this video unfortunately is kind of a mess. I'm just trying to kind of figure everything out. This is the first video that I've been editing. As we're recording right now, I have found out that I am not finishing the full row of games or worlds. I'm only going to be doing 5. I think that's what I've decided to do. I'm going to do 5 episodes per game. Or per episode of this series. And I also got the egg car stuck. And as we will see, it will go on its own little adventure here. I tried to use the physics gun on it, but I don't know if vehicles use the physics gun. But anyways, that's that. I just wanted to go off a little rant there. Also, actually, yeah, no, that's kind of all I have to say, just for now. Anyways, we're gonna move on to the next one now. Alright, just wanted to go over this map here. This map isn't anything special. Right here we got some vending machines, milk vending machine, gross. We got a hot menu vending machine which looks like it has burgers, fries, spaghetti, and I don't know what that one is. But yeah, no, this map overall it was a weird map. It was a very, very weird map. A lot of things didn't make sense. Awkwaters, guys. Awkwaters. Does anyone play Arc Raiders? I do. If anyone else wants to play with me, love to play with you. I need people to play with on Arc Raiders, man. But anyways, this map, it's weird. Very, very weird. It's got a lot of interesting things about it, and the first thing is these stalls. Sweet relief. It's very odd. But this truck over here, we're going to check this truck out. This truck, I assumed it had a very open back. I don't know why, but I was correct for some reason. And I guess I decided, you know what, we're going to make a little art show here. We're going to make a little art thing on our display. So that's what I'm doing here. First, we're setting up a light. Now, I'm not very good with the physics gun, and I think I'd be a lot better if I played on PC, but I'm playing on console. For some reason, every time I pick up an item in this game with a physics gun, it always seems to glitch out crazy. And I tried to do that and staple it to the top, and this is what happened. Rotating shadow, which it seems to have two different shadows of the ropes for some reason. And I tried to fix the spinning because I kind of felt like, you know, I didn't want it to happen. But the more I let it spin, the faster it went. And I think I was just like, you know what, this is kind of a vibe. You know what would fit well? Some sort of stuffed animal of some kind. At first, I saw the gnome. I was like, let's do the gnome. But then I was like, nah. Let's do the fish. Not the bast fish. The based fish. This is the based fish. If you guys want to take a screenshot, do it now. I did try and get rid of the UI, but unfortunately I couldn't do that. There isn't an option, I don't think, to get rid of the UI. Anyways, absolute cinema right here. This is absolute cinema. Just wanted to point that out. Beautiful art display that I made here. Anyways, back to the rest of the map here. I did check out other parts of the map. To the right here, we have this weird little off part. There's no road that leads onto it. It has a bunch of tents. I think it's supposed to be the event area where everyone has their cars, everyone's getting ready before they go into the track. But the weird thing is, this thing doesn't have a road. Also, shout out to that satellite. It's pretty cool looking. And if I was making a map in RaiseMod here, I would use that asset. It was one of the props that you can use, but anyways, it's confusing. I was assuming that these little garage areas were for the go-karts, because I'm assuming just based off of how big this map is, that's where the go-karts went. But yeah, no, literally, go-karts just kind of don't go anywhere, I guess, because there's no road from that little area. And I'm assuming now that those are like little power stations, maybe. But yeah, as you can see, map's not that big. It's kind of a small go-kart map. I was expecting it to be kind of the size, maybe a bit bigger than the last map, but it was not. And these signs, very, very odd. Very, very odd. Anyways, overall, this map was kind of cool. The one things I want to point out is the grass and the skybox. I am probably going to be constantly talking about the skyboxes. I know I haven't done that for the last couple of maps, but this map specifically, the mountains and stuff and like the grass on the bottom of the skybox are almost, to be honest, like an oil painting or like MS Paint, you know? I really liked the skybox here, and the grass. I can't tell if this outside area is supposed to be grass or dirt. Either or, it's really eerie. And the fact is that many of these maps, there's supposed to be like these random buildings or areas. They don't have anything connecting them from the outside world, so it just seems like this was just placed in the middle of nowhere. In the middle of nowhere. Anyways, really liked this map. It was a bit odd though. On to the next one. Alright, this map was strange, to say the least. This map was very, very low on my list. At least with the one map that was literally just a racetrack. and nothing else, just like the dirt one. That one was interesting. This one was, it was interesting in not a good way. I really did not like this. They tried to make this map a Minecraft map, but then they just made a bunch of these mounds of dirt and stone, and they made the grass not flat. If you made the grass flat, I would actually have been fine with that. Also, this glass, it does look like the texture you can see is trying to be the one from the wire from Minecraft, but it is just glass. Also, the texture on the bottom of the map here is also water, or is glass, but it's also like it's a, what do you call it when you can just go through it? You can go through this glass, but it is still glass. So it's very, very odd. I also didn't like how they did use dirt block texture for the giant dirt mounds, but they didn't use it underneath of the grass blocks. Instead, they just add a bunch of more grass blocks. It was, I don't know, man. This map is strange, to say the least. And I get that it's just random people making these maps, but still, I thought they could have done a way better job with this Minecraft map. Anyways, as soon as I got into this village, this is the main area that I want to talk about. There was another portal, and obviously, I had to try it. I had to see if it worked. Oh my, no, it's just Minecraft. It's just Minecraft, guys. It's just Minecraft. Anyways, these houses, they were kind of cool. This crafting table texture was very, very low res, but I did admire the fact that they were about to build a diamond pickaxe. Yeah, no, didn't really check out all of the houses, because as soon as I walked into this one, I realized it was just 3 blocks trying to like be morphed together to look like the stairs, but they do not, because they're too thick to be the stairs. And this torch was fine. I was okay. It was thin, but this one over here, it was tilted the wrong way, and I was kind of mad about that. Now, moving on to the big house here. For some reason, these torches are different, and they have a giant fire effect coming out of them. Very, very, very strange. I didn't understand it at all, why they switched what kind of torches they were using, because they're different. You can tell that they're not the same torches that were used in the last house. Maybe just to illuminate this one, I don't know. But they both illuminated things, so it didn't make sense to me. Didn't make sense. But yeah, no, I admired the builds. They were trying to replicate a village. I did admire that. Did I admire the terrain? No, I did not. This map was eh. This map was eh, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't really find anything interesting about this map, except for this, okay? They put lava, admirable. They put an open chest in the fucking blacksmith village. That is also admirable. I like that little tidbit there. But other than that, super weird, super strange. Not much on this map. But yeah, this is where we're gonna move on to the next one. It was okay. It was all right. But again, this is probably the lowest ranked map for today's video. So for this map, I really wanted to emphasize that this is my favorite map on this video. This is the last map, by the way. I had a fun time reviewing this map because I just love Gmod vibed maps in Ray's mod. And I tried to clip through here, by the way. There was nothing. But basically what I was trying to do for this house was trying to make a livable house. Can this be a livable house? That would be the garage, obviously. But what would all these other rooms be? Also, shout out to the fact that this person lives across the 7-Eleven. Never really been myself, maybe once when I was in the US, but this map makes me want to live across from a 7-Eleven because that looks fun. That looks fun as frick. To just walk across the street, get some food from the 7-Eleven, and have a fun time. But anyways, with this house, I was thinking, obviously there's a bathroom downstairs, and we would have the living room downstairs. What would be this big open space up here, and what would be that room? And also, I do not like this. They need to get rid of this, trim it, because, yeah, no, that it feels too tight there for that opening. But what would this room be? Now, at first I was thinking this be the bedroom, and then inside that small room would be the closet. I was like, okay, this makes sense. Yeah, that works. But then I thought about it for a minute, and I realized, wait, where's the kitchen? Because that's the living room, right? That's the bathroom. There's also the garage in the back. But where's the kitchen? Now, unfortunately, I think this area would have to be the kitchen. Or at least half of it be the kitchen. I don't know what the other half would be. But the bedroom, unfortunately, will have to be that small room. But at least in that bedroom, you're getting a nice view of the 7-Eleven, right? You're just getting a nice view. But I don't know. Like, what do you guys think? In the comments, what do you guys think? Should that room be a kitchen? Well, obviously it needs to be a kitchen, because unless you just want to live off 7-Eleven, you can make that like another living space. Also, I loved the ceiling texture there. Really cool. And the floorboard texture. All the textures in this map are good, because either they took some of these textures from Gmod, or it's just reminiscent of Gmod. Just this almost run down everything. Anyways, let's head over this way to these propane tanks. I believe these are propane tanks. Why is there 3 of them? There's a house, and it doesn't have its propane, so obviously one of them goes to the house, and one of them can go to the 7-Eleven. But where's the third one go? Where does the third one go, guys? Where does it go? Anyways, this map isn't the exact same as there is a Gmod map for 7-Eleven, not even close. For some reason, there's just a big, giant mountainous crater, and in that crater is this map, which I don't understand why, but it does also give that feeling of, why is this in the middle of this crater? Why is all this here? Also, Doritos Loaded, so good. Never had them, but they look absolutely delicious. They look so good. I just had to point that out. And then we go over here and we get to these promos or something, because it's like, alert, notification, this person just bought a Roblox card at 7-Eleven. Okay. I can't tell. Obviously this is fake, right? This has to be fake. And then we got these Tasty Toms. What are these? Restaurant style Tasty Toms. I'm thinking they're like Tostitos. Just like in the font and just like the way it's presented, it seems like a Tostitos thing. Grandmoms, don't know what that's about. And then Domo cups. Chill as hell. Also, I tried to see if there was anything out this store, but I found out really quickly. Oh, we went over here. Okay, no, this is awesome. This is an awesome deal. Free 7-Eleven ounce cup of Slurpee. But yeah, no, this store doesn't go anywhere. If you go around the other side, it literally just goes... Ooh, I don't know why I clipped out. But it literally just goes to the same place that the other map went to. Or the outside door. There's an outside door, and it goes to the same place. So there's no underground secret anything, unfortunately, which is kind of sad. I feel like there should be like some sort of secret to this map. It feels kind of too quaint, you know, even though it is in a giant like rock crater. It still feels kind of quaint. Anyways, that was the last map. Yeah, no, I say this is my favorite map out of all of them, and we are going to see plenty more just like this one. And there you have it, guys. Just like I said in the rant section, I think I'm only going to be doing five maps per episode. This already took so long to edit. took a lot of work, especially when I'm editing this on controller. But it's still fun. It's still fun to edit. I thought this video was really fun to make. I was very excited to play these maps. Some of them were very disappointing, don't get me wrong, and I think we might be skipping them. I think I might just take clips of specific videos. Like I'll just make a video for every single world I go to, and whichever one seems actually interesting, I will in fact be including it in the video. But maybe I'll just be ignoring some, and maybe I'll just like do like a small little section for the ones that I kind of just was like, no, I'm not gonna do these ones, and just tell why I didn't dive deep into them. But for the ones that I think are really interesting, obviously I will do those. And other than that, like I said before, I do want to try and go into other parts of Roblox and try other games. I might just do games that I love on Roblox, because there are some games I love. And I do want to do a rant video on a dead Roblox game. That will probably be my first rant video, will be that dead Roblox game. It is called Era of Terror. If you know it, you're an OG, you're awesome, you're sick. But yeah, no, until then, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and that's the end of the video here. But yeah, see you guys.